Welcome everyone to a new FIFA 22 tactics video on my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video I'm gonna show you the best way to play with Manchester City. All in my opinion, of course, based on my own playstyle and at this moment in FIFA. And at this moment I like to play really attacking football. So try it out yourself. Watch the whole video, try it out yourself, and yeah, if it's nothing for you, maybe you can watch one of my other Manchester City videos. This is the fourth video, so maybe one of the other three is something for you that fits your play style. But at this moment, this is it for me. I would really appreciate it if you would leave a like under the video. It will help my videos rank higher on YouTube and help my channel to grow. And if you are not subscribed, yeah, feel free to do that. It's free to do, and yeah, you can see it here. Lots and lots of people are not subscribed to my channel that are watching my videos, and maybe you will miss something interesting in the future if you are not subscribed. All right, yeah, this is Manchester City. We are winning with 4-0 against Paris Saint-Germain, because if you are playing in online seasons, you are facing Paris Saint-Germain almost all the time. But now I'm going to show you the formation, tactics, the lineup and the instructions really fast. After that, I'm going into it more in depth and show you the goals that I scored, how I did that, and why the formation is so good in my opinion. Yeah, let's start with the formation. It's the 3-5-2 formation. I'm playing that formation a lot last times. If you're watching my Ultimate Team videos, you can see it as well over there. So I was trying it out with Manchester City, and yeah, it just worked perfect. Ederson is the goalkeeper, of course. I'm using Stones, Walker and Ake as the center backs. I know Walker is not a center back, but he is a defender and he is the most fastest player, and I already said it. You are facing Mbappe almost all the time with Paris Saint-Germain or with France, and he is really fast, so we need Walker to catch up with him. Every time when I'm making a Manchester City video, I'm getting the questions, why are you not playing Diaz, why are you not playing Laporte? Both have 63 and 64 pace, so that is really slow. Stones and Ake are faster. That's the reason why they are not better defenders, but they are just faster. And Walker, yeah, with the 91 pace that he has, he is really necessary at this moment. Then we have two defensive midfielders. Rodri is playing as the most defensive one, De Bruyne more like a box-to-box player. I'm using Cancelo as the right midfielder. I'm using Foden as the left midfielder. Silva is the attacking midfielder, and Mahrez and Sterling are the strikers. Then we're going to the tactics that I am using. Defensive style is balanced with a width of 35 and a depth of 40. The build-up play is also balanced. Chance creation on direct passing. The width is 50. Plays in the box 4 bars. Corners and free kicks. Doesn't matter for the tactics at all. You could choose whatever you want, but I choose 1 bar for both because I really hate the counter attacks that you get against when you don't win a corner kick. So that's why I only have 1 bar. The instructions: goalkeeper is just default. All center backs are also all just default. I didn't change anything. Rodri, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, and cover center, so he's the most defensive midfielder. De Bruyne, cut passing lanes, balanced attack. He has the high work rate, so he's attacking by himself and also coming back by himself. So use that AI thing from his basics. Yeah, you will be good. Cover center is also a thing that I changed for him. Then we have Cancelo, come back on the fence, stay wide and get in behind are the 3 things that I changed for him. The same for Foden, come back on the fence, stay wide, get in behind. And all the other 2 things are just default. Silva, stay forward, get into the box for the cross. Then we're going to Mahrez, stay central and stay forward. And then we have Sterling. Yeah, there he is, Sterling. Stay central, get in behind and stay forward. So these are the instructions that I changed for him. Alright, this was the fast part of the video. Now I'm going more into depth, but not everybody's interested in that. So if you're leaving now, thank you very much for watching, and please drop me that like. Alright, we're going more in depth. Yeah, again, the 3-5-2 formation, this is it. Yeah, Edison, I don't need to explain anything. That's the best goalkeeper. I already said Stones, 72 pace is not really fast, but it's also not too slow. But it's the best option you have over here, in my opinion. I'm using Walker as the fastest center back in the middle, because 9 out of 10 times you are playing against Paris Saint-Germain, almost everyone is playing Mbappe as a striker. You know how fast he is, so Walker needs to mark Mbappe, and with his pace, this is the best option that you have. Sometimes when you have one slow center back and two faster, then I will change that. I will put the slowest in the center and the other two on the sides, but in this case we have one really fast center back, so I'm putting him into the middle. Then the third center back is Ake with his 76 pace. He is decent. His defensive stats are not the best, and his physical stats also not the best. But if you're using the defensive technique with the L2 and the R2 button, that doesn't matter that much. So for me, is the best option as the third center back. All right, then we're going to the defensive midfielders, and in my opinion, Rodri. There he is. Rodri is the best one. De Bruyne is playing more like a box-to-box player. I also tried De Bruyne at the cam possession and Silva as the central defensive midfielder, like a box-to-box. But for my feeling, De Bruyne is doing a way better job on this possession than Silva does, because De Bruyne's defensive stats are a bit better. And yeah, he's going forward by himself in a better way, for my feeling, than Silva does. Silva just stayed back a bit more, for my feeling, and De Bruyne is more, you can play the ball to him. He's moving better, making himself available way better, for my feeling. So that's why I'm using De Bruyne at this possession. Then we're going to the right midfielder. I choose Cancelo. He can play almost on every possession. He has 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He is fast, dribbling, passing are good. Defensive stats are okay. So you can almost play him at every possession. So right midfield is good for him. On the left side, I'm using Foden. He is left-footed, so that's why I'm using him on the left side. He only has a 3-star weak foot. I like to play with a left-footed player on the left side and a right-footed player on the right side. If you like it vice versa, to play with Foden on the right, sitting Cancelo on the left side, feel free to do that. It doesn't matter for the tactics that much, but some people just like to cut inside and do a finesse shot or whatever, and then you need to play with Foden on the right side and Cancelo on the left side. Then we're going to Silva as the attacking midfielder. He is a good attacking midfielder. His dribbling is fantastic. 4-star skill moves, only 3-star weak foot. But his passing is good. His shooting is not the best, but it is okay. And his pace is decent for an attacking midfielder. So pretty decent option in my opinion. And then we have Mahrez as a striker. A bit the same like Silva, not the fastest, but his shooting is okay. He has 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, so that is really nice to have. And his dribbling is fantastic. So, and then we have the other striker, Sterling. I use him because of his pace, of course. 91 pace is good. His shooting is not the best, but if you are good at finishing, that doesn't matter that much. His dribbling with 87 is good. 4-star skill moves. So, for me, he is making the runs. He's doing a good job. So, he's creating also space for all the other players. Then we're going to the tactics, and I choose defensive style balance because I choose that almost all the time. In my opinion, this is working the best. Sometimes when it's needed, they play a bit of pressure football, not too much. You don't put your whole defense wide open with some pressure football, because the pressure football, I don't know what it is in this game. Sometimes it's working really, really good, but some players, opponents are able to pass themselves around the pressure, and then your whole defense is open, and you get lots and lots of goal against. So that's why I'm using just balanced. The width, just small, because else there are really wide gaps between your center backs, and if you have a good opponent with fast strikers, he will be able to pass the ball through that, and you will be countered your ass off. The same for the depth. I tried last weekend to play really, really deep at 60, but for me it doesn't feel that good. I just like to play more to my own goal, keep it compact, so it's hard for your opponent to create some space between your defense. And I feel really comfortable at defense, at my own defense, so that's why I'm trusting on my defense even with only 3 defenders. But for me this is working the best. The build-up play, balanced, chance creation, direct passing is I also watch other YouTubers who are doing tactic videos like this, and almost all for Ultimate Team all say only direct passing is doing something. All the other things are not really doing anything special, so that's why I'm just using direct passing. The width 50, corners, free kicks, I already said, just 1 bar, plays in the box 4 bars. Then we're going to the instructions. I don't have to say anything about that, only that Rodri is the most defensive midfielder, and De Bruyne with the attacking support on balance, he go forward, he come back, so you have an extra option. Normally I will play with 2 central defensive midfielders, but Manchester City doesn't have 2 really good central defensive midfielders, and I don't want to waste De Bruyne with keeping him back. So I'm playing really attacking, and it pays off with this team, with this player. So all the other instructions, I don't have really much to say about that. You already saw them. So let's go into the gameplay, to the goals that I scored. In the first one, you see it's just from the kickoff, and I don't know what it is with the kickoffs, but it's one big mess with kickoffs, especially the first one. You can see it here, Sterling going around the first player, and then with some luck through the second, we have some luck here, and then he's making a fall and we get a penalty kick. So we're taking it with De Bruyne. I am not a specialist at penalties, better saying I'm really horrible at taking them. What I do most times is aiming at the right side or the left side, and sometimes I'm just shooting it in that corner, and sometimes I'm just going back to the middle at the last moment, and then my player shooting it into the middle. I wanted to do that at this time, but when I was shooting, he was moving his goalkeeper, and at that moment I just thought he is just staying there in the middle, and hopefully I will shoot through the middle. But I thought, well, let's keep it on the right side, and it goes in. So that was my luck. All right, then the second, you can see my opponent has the ball, so you can see how I am defending. I'm trying to defend with my defensive midfielders, with De Bruyne in this case, and when he's going to play it this way, you can see it, he's going to play it this way. Then I'm switching to Rodri, so my defense is keeping the line. I don't want to select one of my defenders too early, because if you do that, for an example, I will take this player and run into him. Then there is a gap in my defense, so this player could go there. He needs to go after him, and then you need to trust on the AI that he will do that. 9 out of 10 times they don't. Sometimes players are making really weird runs. Sometimes he will even go that way. I don't know exactly why that is, but that is for me a reason to touch my defenders only when it's really necessary. And in this case, it's really not necessary. I'm just playing with Rodri, and then he's making a pass, and it's a horrible pass. So it's auto-intercepted by the AI, by Stones. So we have the ball. Just playing it around. Sometimes when I'm under pressure, I'm trying to reach one of my attackers. You can see it on the mini map here. That's why I'm using them on stay forward. So there are always 3 players here. So when you don't know what to do, just pass the ball forward, and 9 out of 10 times one of these 3 players receiving it, and you can build your attack that way. If there is some other space to pass the ball around, like I did here, I did a 1-2, then I'm doing that, because that's the most secure way to pass the ball around, when you can see where you are passing. In this case, I'm just reaching for Mahrez. You can see Silva is making a run. This is Rodri who is making a run. De Bruyne is just there, but he will also make a run later. Here we have Rodri passing it forward. Just search for the space. You can dribble around a bit. Maybe you need to practice that a bit, but it's really easy to do. search for the free man who has the most free space. In this case it was Cancelo, just passing it back, doing a 1-2. These 1-2s are really important, and I'm gonna say it again for the people who don't watch all my videos. If you are passing and you hold the L1 button on your PlayStation controller, and I think it's the left bumper it's called on the Xbox controller, then your player is passing it and directly making a run forward. So he's passing it to Silva, and after that he will make the run forward. So he's making himself available for an attacking run when you do that. So here I'm doing that. You see he is making the run, passing it back, then the whole defense is open, and we are able to score ourselves a really easy goal. Then my opponent is throwing the ball with his goalkeeper really far into the field, and for him he's lucky that Mbappe is coming to the ball. I didn't select this player at the beginning, so he was out of possession. Now I'm switching to Walker, and this is just why I use Walker in the middle of the defense, because he is one-on-one with Mbappe and he is the fastest one, and he is able to catch up with him. My opponent just passed the ball, really horrible pass again, so Cancelo is able to intercept it. And in this case I'm just passing it forward, trusting on Silva or trusting on one of the attackers that they are coming to the ball and that we can build our attack. So you can see it, I'm just dribbling a bit here, so because there was not a really player available at that moment, so just dribbling around, try to go around the defender. In this case he was making a fall, but we were able to go further. Cancelo on the right side is free, and then again just wait for your AI players that you don't control to make themselves available, to make runs, and try to figure out what is the best option to pass the ball. In this case I'm just doing Silva and then one touch pass to De Bruyne, and De Bruyne is really good at shooting and he is scoring the goal, trusting on his shooting, and it pays off. Alright, then my opponent was offside, so we have a free kick. So from the free kick, Walker just passing it to the most closest player, just run into the midfield with my center backs. Rodi is just staying back there, so we are a bit secure. If we lose the ball, that we can catch up. But I'm saying it again, I didn't say it in this video before, I think, but this football with 3 defenders, you need to be really secure at passing, because if you get a counter attack against, then you only have 3 defenders. And especially when I'm losing the ball now with one of my defenders, we have just Rodri, who is not that fast, and we have 2 center backs, and also De Bruyne is there. But you are really weak on counter attacks. If you have a normal attack against you, just from a throw-in or just from the goalkeeper or whatever, then you have 5 defenders, because Cancelo and Foden needs to come back. You instruct them to come back, and then you have 5 defenders online. And then 2 central defensive midfielders, so then you are not that weak on the defense. But we are playing the ball around. You can see Foden is making himself available with a run inside, because we have that unbalanced. We don't instruct him to cut inside, we don't instruct him to stay wide. It's just unbalanced, and in this case he was cutting inside, so we passed the ball to him, just figuring out what is the best. He's making a mistake by switching to the defenders, and then the his defense is out of possession. I was able to make use of that and score the 4th goal, I need to say. Only 28 minutes of playing, and he was quitting at that moment. So we have a wonderful result. This is the end of this video. Hopefully it will help you to play better with Manchester City, and if it did, please come back to me, subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, people. Bye bye.